defense myths and what really happens behind closed courtrooms. That's what we're talking about today with Francisco Llanos and Christian Lexima. Guys, I'm excited to talk about all of this. How are you?
We're doing great. How about yourself?
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So let's talk about criminal defense myths, okay? What out there do we hear that we think is true but isn't quite accurate?
Sure. So what happens a lot of times is that a lot of people believe that criminal defense attorneys just go ahead and defend criminals. And although, yes, to a certain extent we do that, you have to remember that everybody is innocent until proven guilty. That is the threshold. And so although somebody might have committed some sort of crime, we don't exactly just go in there being the defense for the bad guy. What we want to do is make sure that everybody gets a fair trial, which is what the system puts in place so that nobody gets treated incorrectly. And so criminal defense attorneys really go in there just making sure that everybody's rights are respected.
And I also want to point out, whether you are guilty or not, or feel like your financial situation can't afford one, it's always important to have a criminal defense attorney. Is that correct?
100%. Yes, having a criminal defense attorney definitely ensures a lot of your rights are protected. Whether you're wealthy or not, it's important to have one on your side because the prosecution will be held to a high standard. Make sure that the prosecution is doing the right thing as well, and that your rights are protected. You know what to do, you know what not to do, what to say. So having somebody on your side protecting you in that situation is very important because oftentimes there are high stakes. So it's important to have somebody that is protecting you in those situations so that you're not jeopardizing your life.
A criminal case. What happens during this that, typical people may not know about?
So what happens a lot is that everybody thinks that it's like TV. There's like dramatic moments and then all of a sudden it just, boom, something happens.
I object.
Exactly. And so what really actually happens is that there are some things behind the scene that a lot of people don't know about. Plea deals are a very big thing in this whole situation. Experts and witnesses that come into play that might not be as exciting as dramatic as TV shows, but they are the ones that actually put data, facts on the table that will and can break a case. So these are the things that are behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about. And sometimes these cases are not something that happens boom, boom, boom. Sometimes they take months, sometimes they take years, but it is to be able to go ahead and protect somebody's rights and make sure that justice at the end of the day, and once again, innocent until proven guilty, gets respected.
So many different facts here that people may not know about, and I'm sure there's questions at home being, tossed in the air and they need answers to. How can we get in touch with you all?
Well, there's several ways you can get in touch with us. We're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on Google. You can find us on Google reviews. We have great ratings on Google, but also more importantly, our website, youraccidentattorneys.com, as well as our phone number, 866-954-MORE or 866-954-6673. You get to speak to an attorney immediately. If you have any questions, you can give us a call.
Well, I know for sure I've learned some things that I thought were real, but were technically myths. So thank you guys so much for chatting with us.
Of course, our pleasure.
Anytime.